Hello everyone, welcome to Solochem Lab. On the board is a problem, a 2015 WAEC problem to be solved. But before we go ahead to solve this problem, are you a student who wishes to have a teacher teach you while you are in the comfort of your home? Are you a science teacher, a chemistry teacher who finds certain topics challenging or difficult? Are you a school and you want to expose your chemistry teachers to seminars and workshops on how to use simulation science laboratory? Solochem Lab does all of this. Do you see the contact here? Feel free to relate with Solochem Lab using this contact here. Every Tuesday and every Friday, live classes hold at Solochem Lab, 5 p.m. every Tuesday and every Friday. Having said that, let's go back to the problem on the board. A metallic ion represented as Z2+, with inert gas structure contains 18 electrons. How many protons are contained in this ion? A metallic ion Z2+ with inert gas structure contains 18 electrons. How many protons are contained in this ion? Some options are given and you are expected to pick the correct option. How can you get the correct option? Let us explain each of the terms mentioned here in this problem. The first term is metallic ion. The word metallic is gotten from metal. So let's explain what a metal is. A metal is a chemical element which loses electron during chemical reactions. A metal is an element which tends to lose electrons during chemical reactions. Let's give examples. All the elements in group 1 except hydrogen are all metals. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium, they are all metals. All group 2 elements are metals too. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium, they are all metals. All the D block elements are metals. There are other examples of metals. The next term is ion. What is an ion? You remember we said that an atom has a 0 net charge. We said if an atom, for example, has 20 protons, that's plus 20, it will have 20 electrons. That is minus 20. So plus 20 minus 20, what does it give us? 0. That is the net charge of an atom. Every atom has a 0 net charge. Okay. But this atom here, does it have a 0 net charge? Look at what we see, plus 2. 2 plus. What is represented here? Does it have a 0 net charge? No. Can we still call it an atom since it does not have a 0 net charge? No, it's no longer an atom. What then is it? It is ion. How did it acquire this charge? Initially, it was represented as this, Z with atomic number 20. That means 20 protons and It must have 20 electrons, as we said here. How are the electrons arranged? 2 will go into the first shell, 8 into the second shell, 8 into the third shell, and 2 into the last shell. That's the fourth shell. That means it will be found, the element will be found in period 4. That's 4 shells. And then in group 2, that's 2 electrons in the outermost shell. When this element will combine with another element during chemical bonding, is it going to lose these 2 electrons so that it will now have 8 electrons in the outermost shell? Or will it gain more electrons into this shell to complete its 8, which is the stable electron configuration? It will be easier for this element to lose electrons. How many electrons is it going to lose? The 2 electrons in the outermost shell will be lost. And when it loses these 2 electrons, how many electrons will it now have remaining? Let's count again. It's going to have 2 plus 8, that's 10, plus 8 again. How many? 18. That's what it's going to have remaining when it loses these 2 electrons, which is the 18 they told us here. What charge will it now have? Remember, when it had 20 electrons and 20 protons, it had a 0 net charge. Now that it has lost 2 electrons that are in the outermost shell, what charge is it going to have? What is the net charge now? The net charge is going to be plus 20 minus 18 equals plus 2. And that plus 2 is written as this, Zn2 plus. So what is ion? An ion is an atom or a group of atoms which has a net charge. An ion is an atom or a group of atoms which has a net charge. Like this. What's the net charge here? 2 plus. Is that clear? When the ion has a positive net charge, it is called cation. Cation. And metals usually produce cations when they lose electrons during chemical bonding. Do you understand? While non-metals usually produce anions, and anions have negative charge. Do you understand? What is an inert gas? An inert gas is an element in group 8. Example, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, organism. These are all inert gases. What do we mean by the word inert? Inert means they do not react chemically. They do not bond chemically. They do not lose electrons. They do not gain electrons. They have stable electron configuration. Do you understand? Now that I've explained all this, do you see that the answer to the problem has come out? The solution to the problem? A metallic ion, Z2 plus, with inert gas structure, contains 18 electrons, which is this. How many protons are contained in this ion? The charge is plus 2. The electrons are 18. For it to have a plus 2 net charge and it has 18 electrons, it means it has 20 protons. Is that clear? So what's the correct option here? Option A is the correct option. The element has, the ion has 20 protons. Do you still have any more questions about this or about any other chemistry topic? Feel free to drop the question at the comment area of this video. And don't forget to get in touch with Solochem Lab so that you can have one-on-one interaction where you discuss the challenges you have in chemistry. For now.